No, I was just thinking about what a beautiful day outside it was, and then it made me look at you fondly.
Yeah, you kind of, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just thought I was supposed to say something. Yeah, it was a nice day. We've got a little light rain and snow coming in tonight, but emphasis is on light. I don't think there's anything too crazy going on. That's kind of been the story of this February, right? And the system just looks like garbage. I mean, frankly, it's just not well put together here. It doesn't have any real organization to it, and that's all just sliding off to the north and east. And so we zoom in on this, we've got a couple of snow showers working their way in through the White Mountains of New Hampshire, in through extreme northern Oxford County into Franklin County too. So we're going to get a couple flurries out there, but most of us will wait until after midnight to see anything significant, air quotes, there. So here we are, our 11 o'clock midnight, and you can see starting to see some more consistent snow showers, snow activity into the foothills and the mountains. Along the coast, it's going to be really close. We'll be freezing or so, but the rest of the atmosphere is relatively mild. So we'll see some snow initially, I think. I don't believe we're going to do any real accumulating or significant accumulating, and then we'll change over to rain by tomorrow morning with temperatures in the mid-30s there. Inland, we're seeing periods of light snow, but notice there's not a whole lot of moisture here. It looks like the worst of this is actually kind of mid-morning. When we get a little extra moisture along the coast, it's rain, and we've got snow inland, but the surface temperatures are really sketchy. We're in the mid-30s with snow, which can happen, but it's hard to accumulate efficiently at that temperature. This whole system exits, it looks like, around 4 or 5 o'clock, and then this model has us getting clipped over down East Maine with the residual again late Friday night. I'm not sure that's going to happen. It's probably going to be just offshore there, and then we get much colder in time for Saturday. So instead of 1 to 3, we have 1 to 2. I don't think the combination of the moisture plus the surface temperatures, it's going to be all that easy to get 3 inches of snow, even though that's not a very high bar. I think some of the high terrain could get a few of those, and then under an inch, and then over to rain along the coastline. We could get a coating certainly, and then change over to rain there. I think it's just a bit too warm, and over northern Maine or too far from the storm to see much precipitation. The weekend is quiet. It's cold on Saturday. Sunday's better, closer to freezing with more sunshine, and then we get into the mid-40s Monday, Tuesday, and this warm front just scorches way to our north here on Wednesday. Now, it'll be mild on Wednesday, definitely. 50s, pretty easily. However, it'll be very windy, probably gusts to 40 miles an hour, maybe a little higher in a couple spots, plus clouds, plus showers. It's not necessarily the 50 that you're imagining. Now, if this front could hold one more day, which the GFS model has it doing, the European doesn't, then on Thursday, we could get into the 60s, and that would be a nicer day. But that's up for grabs right now, whether or not we actually can hold that front off long enough. I'll tell you what, looking into early March, not looking all that cold. Probably well above average through the first week or so of March, which, on par, right, at this point. So again, a little bit of snow tonight, not a big deal. Nice weekend, bit cold Saturday, especially Saturday night there. You can see single digits. And then it's mild Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday, with really high intonation. But we're definitely, we'll hit some 50s. If we can hold the front another day on Thursday, that day could be sweet, but I'm just not sure yet.
On the rain snow mix, are we thinking the morning commute is going to have slushy roads? Because the roads sometimes get colder faster, right?
Well, like bridges do.
Yeah. I apologize.
I don't think it's going to be a big problem. I mean, certainly if you're adverse to driving the snow, a little extra time. But I think it being 35, it's probably not going to be too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.